Hello, you guys, and welcome back. Welcome if you are new. My name is Mandy, and this is the fourth video for the Build Your Frankenplanner series. Whether you're building a Frankenplanner or not, you are probably going to get something out of this because even if you just used a regular planner, we all have different life categories, which are areas of our lives that we really want to I guess just get more organized in, feel a little bit better about, be more intentional and productive is how I kind of see it. So today we are going to go over just on the different life categories that you might want to include in your planner, whether it's going to be a catch-all planner or a planner with different sections. And when I say sections, I mean an actual planner bought for that section. So when you put together a Frankenplanner, it could be basically anything you want built from parts and pieces of, other planners put into your planner. And that's why it's so exciting. It's flexible. You have a lot of freedom. I have a catch-all section with all of my categories kind of figured out and put into place. However, some planners like to have a section for each life category or, area of their life. Maybe they're combining a couple of the categories together. So, for example, you might have a home section, but in your home section, you might keep track of meal planning, family events, maybe some memory keeping, just anything that has to do with your home that you want in that section. Or maybe you have a completely different section for meal planning. Oh, I didn't mention cleaning, but a completely different section for cleaning. So it's kind of up to you and your style and your personality. And sometimes you learn those things along the way. Which is like me, where I've learned those things along the way. I've taken notes, and I have created something myself here for the way I like to plan. But today I'm just going to go over, I should mention that the last video was about sections of a planner or having a catch-all section and the pros and cons to those. And if you watched that last video, you would have found out, if you already didn't know, that I have tried both and I really am currently loving having a catch-all section. However, I do have other tabs or sections in my planner, but those are not the day-to-day things that I want to organize and be productive and intentional with. Those are more of reference sections, or I do have my budgeting. So my catch-all section has all of my life categories thought out and kind of intertwined in how I like to plan. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and write down what my life categories are that I choose to, I should call them planning categories, but they're all of what I choose to keep track of in here. Sometimes things fall off the list. Sometimes most of the time I add to the list, but there's always something that I want to keep track of in here. And on this catch-all spread, I will show you that this is a weekly, I call it my weekly everything. It is actually 4 pages, 2 front to back. On this side, I like to keep track of my cleaning, a long list of something I might need, or extra running to-do lists, and then category lists here. Sometimes I even jot down workouts, so this is very flexible for me. Here's where the magic happens. I have Monday through Sunday. By the way, if this is of interest to you to get this spread, it's on my Etsy shop and it's linked down below. But there are others where this is blank or it's Sunday to Saturday. But I like to keep track of this one. I have it laid out all the time. It has a running to-do list. It has 3 different areas of things that I do throughout the day. It has my routines, which is a huge area of what we're gonna get into. And it has homeschool. My kind of daily to-dos are up here as things come up, and so forth. So, and on this side is where I keep track of what I eat each day. my different sections that I want to, this is actually a lot of section, or I should say categories here that I want to be intentional with. And then as I start to plan out things for next week and things that I need to get for next week, like meals kind of goes here. So as you can see, it's just a fun weekly spread that I feel like has all of my life categories put into it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side for right now, and I am going to start listing out some of my life categories. If you would like to do this with me, get some ideas for my categories, but make sure that you jot down ideas for your own categories, because this is actually going to help you so much in whether you already have a planner or want to get a planner or want to revamp your current system. It will definitely help you to figure out what are your main priorities in your life that you want to keep track of in your planner, okay? So like I said, wherever you're at in your planning journey, I feel like this is good to always do at the beginning and throughout your journey, just to reevaluate your system anyways. And with the new year coming up, it is a really good time to start getting on this right now. So let me see if I can zoom in a little bit for you guys. I love these half sheets, by the way. They're actually full sheets, but they're folded and they're so fun. And I actually got a couple of these on sale. I don't know if they sell them anymore, but I could have swore I saw them, and they're always on sale, I think. So one of my first categories that I'm going to I want to make sure, let's see. So it depends on what you want to call it, I guess. But my life category, because I work from home, I stay at home with my kids, we homeschool. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to put home. And then I'm also going to put homeschool, because that's a little separate than home. If you do any type of homeschool, you probably know what I'm talking about with that. I want to make sure that my planner has events and reminders. And you know, I think I'm actually already getting ahead of myself, because that is going to be under my home category. So let's think very broad for right now. We have home, homeschool. Let's see. I want to make sure that I have a section for budgeting. I want to make sure that I have a section or space for health and wellness or fitness. I want to make sure that I either have a section or space for business, and I'm talking, you know, that's kind of my hobbies as well, but I'm going to put hobbies separately just for the sake of this and whether you like to combine them or not. What else do I like to keep track of? I do like to keep track of meal planning and organization for my home. So again, that's kind of like another home. I'll put org since I can't write the whole thing for organization. That can possibly be part of home. So home is very broad, and then you have a lot of things in there, right? Cleaning, and which is what I call home care. So if you hear me reference home care, it means cleaning. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just include, I want to make sure that I have a space for daily routines or habits. And as I was talking about a few seconds ago, I guess, that is going to be a huge section that will kind of bring all of these together. I'll show you that in just a minute. Oh, another one is faith. I like to have a faith section for my Bible time, so I definitely have that. I'm thinking of my sections, you guys. So I do like to keep track of memory keeping. That could be a whole section in itself, or just having space in a catch-all section. Let's see. I've got budgeting, cleaning. Let's see. Well, I feel like this is pretty good for now. And I also want to talk, you know what? I'll go ahead and put projects. that might, all of these are basically something that you could probably have a whole section in your planner for, or if you have a catch-all section, you might have, like me, where you have a couple pages each week, but you have a space for all of those things that you want to keep track of. So ultimately, these are all areas of my life that I want to make sure that I include in my Frankenplanner, or just any planner, and make sure that I have some kind of system for them. So just to kind of end this video, these are actually all of my my life categories here that I include and figure out how to create to be, or how to put in my weekly spread. Okay, so these are all the areas that I want to be productive in, intentional with, and our next video is going to be how am I going to take these and figure out how to incorporate them into my planner. How am I going to figure out how to incorporate them as sections or in my routines? Like I said, my routines help me to stay focused and meet my goals. So I am going to show you guys how I get to from this list to having them as part of my routines or in my planner as a catch-all or as a planner with different sections. So you guys, I really hope this was helpful for you guys. I'm trying to keep the videos kind of short and sweet so that way we can go quicker and keep the information easy to access. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you haven't already to subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified when I post a new video. And thank you guys for joining. Join me on Instagram. I'm at Mandy_Chavez_chapters. That's where I do some day-to-day stuff and quick announcements if you guys need to see anything up on my shop or going up on YouTube. I definitely post every Wednesday, and I try to get one or a couple more out there, especially right now with this series going on. So again, last time we went over whether sections or catch-all works better for you. Today we went over the different categories that you will want, which will either be your different sections of your planner or different areas in your catch-all to have organized. And next time we are going to go over how to get from this list of your categories to incorporating it into a planner with sections or a catch-all section, and how to kind of organize your catch-all section for that. So I will see you guys for the next one. Have an awesome day, and I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Bye.